Do you ever worry about the security of your personal data in today's digital age? In a world where information is the new currency, data security has become more than just a buzzword. It is a critical necessity. From our social media accounts to our bank details, personal information is at the heart of our digital existence. But what happens when this data falls into the wrong hands? A data breach can have disastrous consequences. For individuals, it can mean identity theft, financial loss, and a serious invasion of privacy. For businesses, it can lead to a loss of customer trust, legal repercussions, and a significant blow to the bottom line. The growing frequency of these breaches underscores the urgent need for robust data security measures. So, if you're keen to understand how you can protect your data, you're in the right place. If you want to take control of your data security, stay tuned for the next few minutes as we guide you through the steps to safeguard your data. First things first, understanding what data you have and where it resides is crucial. Imagine your data as a treasure trove. It could be anything from your name, address, and birth date to more sensitive information like your social security number, bank details, or health records. This is your digital gold, and it's scattered across various platforms on the internet. Now think about where this treasure is stashed. Is it in your emails, social media accounts, cloud storage, or perhaps on physical devices like your computer or smartphone? Each of these repositories has different levels of security, and some might be more vulnerable to cyber attacks than others. Understanding the nature of your data and its location helps you gauge the level of protection required. Some data might need a simple password. Others might require two-factor authentication or even encryption. Once you have a clear understanding of your data and its whereabouts, you're ready for the next step. Now that you have a grasp on your data, the next step is to protect it. Data protection is an ongoing process, a series of conscious decisions and actions you make every day. Let's walk through some of the best practices. First up is the use of strong, unique passwords. A strong password is like a sturdy lock on your front door. It's your first line of defense against intruders. It should be a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, and avoid easily guessed details like birthdays or names. And remember, each account deserves its own unique password. Reusing passwords is like using the same key for every lock. If one gets stolen, they all become vulnerable. Next is two-factor authentication, a second level of security. Imagine it as a second door behind the first. Even if someone has your password, they'll need this second factor, usually a code sent to your phone to get in. Most services now offer this feature, and it adds an extra layer of protection. Don't underestimate the importance of regularly updating your software and devices. These updates often include security enhancements and patches for vulnerabilities. Think of it as repairing the cracks in your walls and fortifying your defense. When it comes to networks, always choose secure ones. Public Wi-Fi networks are like open doors that anyone can walk through, potentially accessing your data. So, always make sure you're on a secure, password-protected network. Regular backups are your safety net. If your data gets lost or stolen, backups ensure you can recover it. Consider it your emergency exit, leading you safely out of a crisis. Avoid phishing scams. These are like con artists, tricking you into giving away your data. Be wary of suspicious emails, messages, or websites asking for personal information. Lastly, consider using encryption for extra security. Encryption scrambles your data, turning it into a complex puzzle that only you have the solution to. It's like a secret language that only you and your intended recipient understand. Protecting your data might seem like a daunting task, but once you get into the habit, it becomes second nature. So start today and turn data protection into your second nature. Data security doesn't have to be complicated. That's what we've been discussing, right? We've journeyed through the landscape of data security, explored the terrain of our own personal data, and ventured into the realm of data protection. We've realized that understanding our data is the first step towards its safeguarding. It's like knowing the layout of your house. to protect it effectively. We've also learned that protecting our data isn't something we can just hope for. It's something we need to actively pursue. It's the digital equivalent of locking your doors, setting up a security system, and keeping an eye on things. But remember, it's not a one-and-done deal. It's an ongoing process, a commitment to vigilance. So let's not let our guard down. Let's continue to educate ourselves, stay updated with the latest security measures, and be proactive in safeguarding our data. Remember, your data is valuable. Protect it like you would anything else that's important to you. Stay safe, stay secure.